Good evening. A massive fire at an American nightclub packed with young music fans has left at least 85 people dead. The blaze started during a rock concert when stage fireworks used as part of the act set the ceiling on fire. It took just minutes for the flames to rip through the building, leaving the people inside little time to escape. 160 people are injured, some critically. The fire broke out late last night in a nightclub known as The Station in West Warwick, Rhode Island. The club was a small, single-storey wooden building. It had no sprinkler system and didn't have a licence for pyrotechnics or firework displays. Our correspondent Matt Fry is in Rhode Island.
Fiona, it's been a week of terrible statistics. Only on Monday, 21 people died in a stampede in a nightclub in Chicago. That was bad, but what happened here was much worse. 96 dead at the latest count. 96! And 25 people still in a critical condition. This is what happened only a few yards behind me, exactly 18 hours ago.
This was a tragedy caught on film from the very beginning. The band had just started playing. Ironically, the man taking these pictures was shooting a video about safety at pop venues. Then the pyrotechnics ignite the ceiling. The cameraman is already backing away, but most of the audience still think that they're witnessing a stunning display. Then panic. Only 3 minutes later, the club lit up like a torch. A death trap, with most of the 300 fans stuck behind this door.
Anybody inside?
One can only imagine the fear behind the desperate scramble to escape the flames. This man was saved, but the intense heat made him steam in the cold winter air.
People are running out on fire. It's probably the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. We have no idea where some of our friends are still.
The fire crews arrived within minutes, but this was all that was left standing of the small building made of wood. Early morning revealed the blackened crater, the cars of the dead still standing where they had been parked. Amongst the grieving, the shocked and the merely curious, the band's lead singer.
The next thing you know, the whole place caught. I mean, I don't know if somebody broke a window in front or something, but it just went like boom. And then the lights went out. All security lights went out. There was pitch black.
And everybody was screaming. And I mean, there was people under me and there was people on top of me. And
how did you get out?
Somebody pulled me. A man outside at the railing, he pulled me out.
Midday and the firemen were still recovering bodies, one every 15 minutes. We spoke to their chief.
Have you personally ever seen anything as bad as this?
Well, somebody just asked me that. I spent a year in Vietnam and saw bodies and so on, but not to the point of this much tragedy in one spot in such a short time.
West Warwick is a small community. Most of the dead came from here. Young people whose fatal mistake was to listen to some music in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Matt, there must be a lot of questions being asked there now about how this fire was able to start in the first place, how it was able to spread so quickly, and who's to blame?
Well, good point, Fiona. I mean, first of all, I think we have to say that this has now become one of the worst fires in recent American history. And then, of course, there are those very many questions. The band, for instance, says that they got permission for this pyrotechnics display, which you saw in my film, was incredibly dangerous. It beggars belief how anyone could have given permission for that. The owner of the ill-fated nightclub says that he never gave the permission. The police are now saying that they will press for criminal charges. And of course, there are an awful lot of extremely angry and sad relatives in this small community who want answers to questions that they thought they would never have to ask.
Matt, thanks very much indeed.